right the way through Evo 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, Evo 10s, 4 World Championships with Tommy Mäkinen. Some great drivers, Richard Burns driving in the Mitsubishis. Such a great rally history amongst Mitsubishi, as well as the Pajero, for example, in Dakar, and all the Dakar and off-road successes that Mitsubishi had as well.
So,
red flag.
Reliably informed that Jeff Van Hooft in the Integrale has come to a stop in the stage. So we'll endeavour to rescue and remove him. On the start line, when we get going again, is Steve Chamberlain in his Mitsubishi, and then we have Richard O'Lone and Charlie McGarry in the Ford Fiesta Rally 3. I can see that Pat Horn is bringing out the Lancia Ypsilon. I can see the red Ford Fiesta of what looks like David Wright. Of course, David recently got married to Jane Nicholl. Jane, a regular co-driver in a lot of the British national events and a lot of the Scottish national events. I believe it was quite a big shindig. The big Audi Quattro 200's coming out again. The Teals, Samuel, is bringing out the Porsche 911. You can see Aoife Raftery's coming out again. A couple of the Audi Quattros. I can see the McLeod's bringing out the Yaris Rally 2. So plenty to come your way in the stage later.
Well, while we wait for this car to be recovered, Tony John, we are still on a pause here at the Forest Rally stage whilst one of our cars gets recovered from said stage. The recovery truck has been well used today. So you can see what we're waiting for, and it looks like they may have...
previously has a Hyundai Accent World Rally car in its collection, I believe. We can see the ex-Colin McRae Subaru Legacy is going to be coming out. Another one of the Paris Dakar Quattros. Adam Marsden's coming out in the Audi 200 Quattro. Samuel Teal is bringing out the Eminence Porsche 911. Aoife Raftery's up there, and she'll be down in her Ford Fiesta Rally 3. And further back, there's quite a large gathering of cars. Sam Mason, Callum McLeod, Patrick O'Donovan, and it looks like James Avis's Ford RS 200 Evo. So if you're in the stage, there is, once we get going, plenty coming your way.
Yeah, there definitely is.
And I would imagine there's a lot of people in the stage, because I would think it's quite cool under the trees.
It's the best place to be, I would think.
Yeah.
Finding a nice tree, shade, a little bit of a seat. Perfect view. Sounds like a good plan to me on a very hot day here at Goodwood.
Yeah, so there's a great shot of Steve there and the Mitsubishi. Although I dread to think what the heat is like with your fireproofs and your overalls and everything else.
See, they found the shade. They know what they're doing. They're professionals.
They either think we don't know what we're talking about, or they think we're really good. I'm not sure what they're laughing at.
Start again.
Go, ice cream, slush and milkshakes.
Yeah, Tony, what happened to that ice cream you were buying us at lunch? That didn't really materialise, did it?
By the time I got there, it was such a queue.
Oh.
Some of it had all melted. It was just too mushy, and I thought, well, I better come back.
Oh.
I wouldn't want you to get that mess all over the floor and over Zav's nice new clean shirt, as you can see. So I just thought better of it. I'll go back and try later on. Hopefully they've turned the old freezers up a few notches.
I think that chocolate bar, she's thought twice about that, hasn't she? She's looked at it and gone, nah, not today. That's going in the fridge when I go home.
Yeah.
There we go. We hear the rumble in the background, so we're going to go live now. There is Steve Chamberlain and Steve Butler off and into the stage, down into Laker and further on towards Hopkirk and Clark. And despite an awful lot of runs this morning, the dust doesn't seem to be easing in any shape or form. But much rather have these conditions than when it rains, because the circuit and track stage condition becomes extremely slippy, but unlikely to see that during the duration of this year's event. As I say, Steve, who's been here many times before, a couple of different Mitsubishis, but previously brought his Hyundai Accent, and like we were saying earlier with Bex, has decided that the Hyundai Accent is better off in storage as the value of the cars increase. That's Richard Alone's Ford Fiesta Rally 3 away.
And Woody and Buzz along for the ride at the back, looking a bit worse for wear. A bit second hand now. They definitely need to go in the washing machine later. So the time to beat out there is the time of Ollie O'Donovan. That's the fastest through this afternoon so far at a 2:38.5.
So Richard using all of the stage, just running out towards the bank there. Way down now, he's heading down towards the salmon roll area. Here's the 205 GT.